Welcome back, everybody. Today we'll be talking about Boy Scout knives. Knives that I think would go well for a Boy Scout. Something that a Boy Scout could use. So, here we go. Bear with me. This is going to be rambly. Hang in there. Let's start off with multi-purpose knives. Knives that have multiple functions. And I really think Victorinox is about the only way to go. I know there's more brands out there. I haven't tried those brands. I don't know if they're good. I don't know if they're bad. I have used Victorinox, and I highly recommend everything that they carry. This is their most common model, called the Swiss Champ. This is the Deluxe Tinker. Personally, I like the Deluxe Tinker, but as a Boy Scout, you will be cutting wood. I have not been a Boy Scout, but I have read Boy Scout manuals and handbooks. So I know some of the stuff that they teach, and I know some of the gear that would work. This is a very good model, but not having a saw, it would not be great for all Boy Scouts. But this is a very good model with scissors and pliers, along with the normal knife and small knife and can opener setup. Great tool. I think any Boy Scout would be very good at having one of these. For a more complete carry, one and done, if you want to have a one and done Boy Scout knife, I highly recommend the Swiss Champ. You've got your two main blades. You got the big blade there. You've got the little blade there. You have saw blade, which this does not have. Best saw in the multiverse. Whatever you're going to use a fish scaler for. Scissors. Pliers. Magnifying glass. Very useful. I have used this. This is one of the stronger magnifying glasses on the market. Like, this sucker really magnifies really good. Phillips driver in a more unique position. The Tinker, Deluxe Tinker here has it on the back. This one has the Phillips on the front, and I think that could be a little bit more useful for some stuff. Various ways of carrying these, various pouches that you can buy. But Victorinox, if you're looking for something for a Boy Scout, if you are a Boy Scout and you're buying one of these, ask your parents first because you're under 18. Watch out. But yeah, if you're a parent trying to buy your Boy Scout something, or you're a scout leader looking to buy your troop something, I highly recommend looking into Victorinox. I would highly recommend the Farmer X in Alox. That is 2 knife blades, the can opener, bottle opener, scissors, saw, with aluminum scales. You're not going to have these plastic scales popping off on you in the middle of the woods, which these are known to be super solid and hardly ever pop off. But if durability is your little conscientious peeve, then I go with the Farmer X Alox. That would be my top choice for a Boy Scout. But if you're not too picky, I would highly recommend the Deluxe Tinker. Wide range of tools to use there. I recommend the Swiss Champ. A lot of tools to use there. Another one I would recommend would be the Handyman. That's much like the Swiss Champ, but missing a few tools. Slims it down just a little bit. Now remember, a lot of your Boy Scouts are going to have smaller hands. They're still kids. They aren't going to have, big hands for big tools. They're going to have smaller hands for smaller tools. And I think this is about as big as you kind of want to get for a multi-tool that's getting thick. So, with that out of the way, a good classic version, if you want cheap, if you're a little bit on the budget but want quality, Opinel. This model is particularly the Opinel number 8. Number 9 is a little bit bigger, and that would be good for the Scout leader hands, but for the Boy Scouts, this would be absolutely phenomenal. These go for about $15, sub $20, depending on where you buy them. It is a two-handed folding knife that has a nice little ring lock, and it stays very sharp. It gets very sharp. I think from what I have read of your Boy Scout handbooks, talking to the Scout leaders here, I think this knife would do very well for Boy Scouts. Now, They do not come with lanyard holes. I drilled this myself with a normal drill bit to make a paracord lanyard hole. That's absolutely doable. These are customizable to a point. You could probably take a wood burner and burn your scout troop number across the side here and then add a little lanyard hole or something, and you've got yourself a neat little unique piece of knife that your scouts could remember your troop by. That would be a fun little thing to do. Sorry about the zooming in and out with the camera here. Camera's wanting to be fritzy. But yes, Opinel. I would probably recommend this more than the Victorinox if you're wanting a single blade knife that can do a few things. I'd highly recommend this. Now, on to modern knives. Starting off, small knives for small hands. Remember, Boy Scouts have small hands most of the time. I know there's probably some 10-year-olds that are 6 foot tall and have huge hand paws, but, you know, these are good Boy Scout knives, and this one is the pricey one. This is a Benchmade bug out. These go for $160. Only get this for your Boy Scouts if you know they've got the, if they've earned it. These other two, however, Qsp Penguin and Ontario Knife Company Rat Model 2, are smaller and sub $35. That's pretty good price. This one's like $32, this one's like $34. Now, starting with the Rat. Very good, usable, common shape. It's very ergonomic. Your hand locks in there. That hand ain't going anywhere when you're poking around with it. It's very fidgety. It's very safe. The lock has not failed on me on this thing. The build is very solid with all of these back spacers being screwed into the full metal liners that I don't think are skeletonized. Nope, not skeletonized. So this is a solid, beefy tank that has a full flat grind. Very good for slicing, but still very solid and durable. I have laid the edge back a little bit on this. It is an awesome knife. It takes an edge, it holds an edge. They come in several different scale colors. Not very customizable unless you get like copper scales and get it engraved, but then you jack the price up. Going with stock setups here, not bad. I highly recommend this. I've had this for 2 years. This knife has not let me down. Going to the Qsp Penguin, a knife that has a little bit of flair to it with that big sheep's foot point, high flat grind, and micarta scales. This is kind of a clothy feel to it, and it just grips into your hand so good. The wetter your hand gets, the better it grips. Like, this is a very safe knife. The lock is safe. It's easy to deploy. It's a super good beater. Very good clip. These knives are all hard to lose from your pockets with the clips here. Good lanyard hole. Good solid build. Some fun fidget factor if you like fidgeting with your knives. This is a very good knife. They come in several different versions, different colors. You have like a blue jean micarta. I have a green micarta here. You can get G10 scales, which is like this plastic here that you see on the Rat. And for $30, give or take a few bucks, depending on where you buy them, you cannot go wrong with these two knives. These knives are fantastic for your Boy Scouts. Good. This one locks into the hand just with the curvature of the handle. Like, that knife is not going anywhere. Very safe. This knife locks into your hand and also has the micarta. Locks into your hand. Very safe. Very good. This one is D2 steel. This will rust before this one will. But if you keep care with it, you'll keep the rust away. It's not hard. Just a little bit of oil every couple days. Kind of rub it down. Let it dry. You know, usual knife maintenance. If you're a Boy Scout, you need to learn how to take care of a knife. This is a good knife to learn how to take care of. I've had this for like 5 months now. This has been an awesome little knife. I live in humid Mississippi. And as you can see, if the glare does not want to wreck the camera here, there's hardly any rust on this D2. For those of you that freak out that D2 will rust in a week, it does not rust in a week. And I've maybe oiled this sucker 3 times in the 5 months that I've had it. The micarta will age well. It's a very good knife. I highly recommend these. On to the pricey knife of the bunch. Sorry, long hair in the mouth. I have long hair here, which as you can kind of see there. Long hair. It gets in the way sometimes. I have hair ties, like I said, on my tray vacs that I keep to tie my hair back if I need. Onto the Benchmade bug out. Great knife, small clip, small handle, very grippy. This is a very solid knife. Now, I would not want to use this for heavy duty tasks. For those of you that would like to baton your tree stumps, or, you know, take a nice stick like this and try to baton it through something, I wouldn't recommend that with as thin a blade this has. That's probably a disaster waiting to happen. But for like a food prep and crafting knife and like fuzz stick knife and general purpose, yes, awesome knife, highly recommend. If you want a beater knife, get like a Morikniv or something like that. That's a good one. Very cheap, very solid, very dependable. I'll do a video on fixed blade Boy Scout knives sometime in the future. We're starting off with folding pocket knives. And I think this would be an awesome knife for Boy Scouts. Something solid, something dependable, customizable to a point. If they want to buy aftermarket scales with their money, that's great. I mean, there's so many different things. You got titanium, aluminum, copper, brass, probably some steel ones. You got micarta, you got G10, all sorts of customizable things that they can get their logos put on or their name engraved on it. This would be a good award knife for Boy Scouts. If you're a scout troop and you've got some award coming up and you want them to have a fancy little knife, I'd highly recommend a Benchmade bug out and get like some copper scales on it or something that would have some character to it. Thank you. On to the last two knives. And first I wanted to do this as a top 5 Boy Scout knives, but I couldn't narrow it down to top 5. There's just too many knives, so I had to cut it somewhere. And here's 2 knives that I've covered in a previous video. The Land 9 series. This one is 9104, this one is 911. I would recommend this one for a Boy Scout, even though it's a little thicker due to the handle, how the handle's made. This one is a G10 scale with some nice like crosshatch texturing on there. It's very grippy. You have jimping on the back. It's a very good knife. Small hands could hold this quite well, and big hands hold it quite well. And I've got big hands. This is well locked in. It's on ball bearings, so it's very good action. The locks have not failed on me yet, and that is a very good usable shape. And for those of you that know that this looks like a Sabenza, it's 1.8 centimeters shorter than a large Sabenza, so it's not that big. My personal favorite is the all metal, all steel 9104 version. It's just an absolute tank of a knife. I have put this through HE double top sticks back and back, as Matt Pat would say on Game Theory. This has been a fidgety knife, a solid knife, a beater knife, a work knife, and it's an awesome food prep knife. Like, this knife does it all. And these knives are only $30 a piece. Now, this one I think got closer to $40, but this one was like $32. Again, very doable price range. If you're trying to buy your Boy Scout something nice, I highly recommend this. This is an awesome little knife. Solid, dependable. There might be a few colors that this can come in. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've checked. But you get this nice blue thumb stud, blue ring on both. They're just great little knives. This has been Top Boy Scout Knives video. Thank you for watching. I hope you found the information useful. I hope you found it not too boring. I know I ramble, but if you watched it all the way through, then you probably want to learn a little bit about knives, and I talk about knives a lot on my channel. Stick around. You'll see more videos coming up. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.